Speaks the word. King James Bible might have a couple words off. I still think you should read it. And if you're already reading the New International Version or the English Standard Version or any of the copywritten versions that people are making money off for printing, go right ahead and read it if you want to. Read War and Peace too if you want. Read Harry Potter. Read whatever you like. I'm just saying that our Creator is so awesome and He loves us so much that not only did He come as a man and died for all of us, but He also, you know, has kind of made sure the Scripture is available. Not because He hates you and He wants you to know that you're going to hell if you don't love Him. Or maybe it is. But I'd say it's more like a notice. You know? Accept the notice. Don't read about the conditions and all the fine print. And then, you know, you don't have the authority to actually sign anything ever. Because you're not who you think you are. And there will come a day when you get to choose to accept the contract or not. I think that's what this life is the notice of such contract. It's like an invitation. You know, it's an invitation to respond, is the notice, the Scripture. It's an invitation to respond to what you may or may not be learning from the Scripture and apply it. Not so much so that you can be perfect or as perfect as Jesus so you can be with Him, because that ain't going to happen. You ain't going to get close to that. Romans chapter 3 verses 10 and 11 references to Psalm 14 verses 1 to 3. None of us are worthy of heaven because of the flesh, because of the nature of the flesh. We'd have to, like, imagine, you'd need to be God Himself in order to actually accomplish a 33-year-old lifespan of no lying, no testifying against your brothers. Like, man, he got into some sticky situations, and not once did he mess up. Not once. Doesn't mean he didn't get angry necessarily. I don't know if he really did with the merchants there and stuff like that, whipping and all that stuff. I think it had a lot more to do with money than we understand. I don't know what else to say. I just know that I have the desire to say something more than I have the knowledge of what to say. And it's like I'm talking to myself, because I can admit now that there's stuff I want to know, I want to understand, I want to see, I want to hear, I want to live. I want to work hard for my Lord. I want to work hard for that which is governing all of this, even though there's no evidence of Him here. Well, it's everywhere, but I mean, like, no translated to man evidence, except for maybe the Word. You know, the Scripture is the closest thing we got to that, and now that came through Moses for the first 5 books there, and then the rest of it was just basically because of those first 5 books, they understood the importance of recording, like re-recording and diligently passing on the prophets, the prophecies and stuff, because, you know, the stuff happened. Really happened. Everything in the Bible happened. It blows my mind too. I know it's hard to believe. I had to do a lot of research on Noah's Ark to get it. I've had to do a lot of research on my own relationship with other people in order to understand that God is so great that He knows that man that he created is infallibly going to war with his fellow man all the time. So there's no choice but for God to come as a man and save us all, so that those of us who truly know that we must fear God, but at the same time God is mercy. We need to understand that He's very, very strict in His law, yet extremely merciful to those who give credence to Him for being such a perfect lawgiver, being so perfect to govern all of it. And the 10 is where it's at, because He came and gave it to Moses with His finger. Creates all this, and then man's playing out his story, and he comes and he gets involved just as much as he has to. No more. He doesn't need to get well, he's totally through the whole thing. See, it's paradoxical to talk about all of it, because the more we talk about it, the more understanding we grasp towards the inevitableness of self is not real. We're all connected. That's why New Age religion sells. But all this shit, all the sorcery that comes along with it is, how does that get wrapped up in there? Yeah, are we that greedy that as soon as we learn the truth, we want to use it for a profit? Instead of, oh my gosh, I've got all the money in the world now, I want more. Instead of saying, I have all the money in the world now, and then giving it to someone else who can use it. Because you got all the money in the world. You got everything now. But you want more. And you're going to keep it. And people are going to ask you, where's the money? And you, I don't know. Come on, there's so much involved in being deceitful. It's such hard work. But it starts with the promise that it's not hard work. It's going to be real easy because you're so powerful, you'll be able to manage it all. God controls time, and it's only a matter of God before it all crumbles, and all your self-love doesn't help you at all. I'm just ranting, like, am I really guilty? What any man would say that I'm guilty of? Because I am guilty. I am so guilty of the facts. No man isn't. Please inform me how a man could be not guilty of the facts.